Hi, it's Eric Crawford. One last time from the KFC Yum Center for this basketball season where the University of Louisville's just suffered a 23-point defeat to Mississippi State. The game was ugly. Give Ben Howland and his team credit. Ben Howland coached a marvelous game in this game, and it shows you kind of the power of that. He took advantage of every mismatch. His team paid great attention to the scouting report. They deserved to win, and they were much the better, and Louisville's season is over. And I think that's all we need to say about this game, because most of the news is off the court now with this team, as it has been for a lot of the season. Who's going to stay? Who's going to go? Who will the coach be? What's next? I think those are the questions everyone wants answers to. I'll try to answer a few of them right now. We talked to quite a few players. I want to give you a little sampling of what they had to say. Basically, Darius Perry sounded as if he's one of the guys that will be returning or wants to return. Nobody said outright that they felt like they wanted to leave among the freshmen. Some upperclassmen are going to test the draft waters, chief among which was Ray Spalding. I want to start with Ray because I felt like his comments were maybe the most emotional, and we will go from him into some things that some of the other players have to say. I'll let you get a sampling of that.
Yes, ma'am, my man. I have nothing but love and respect for David Padgett, the University of Louisville, and our fan base. We have a tremendous fan base. What we went through this year, this basketball team, what I've been through my 3 years here at Louisville, I wouldn't trade it for the world, like I said previously, but I mean, I'm just glad I went through that process here. It all started with Coach Pitino, of course. I mean, he molded me into the young man I am today. I mean, it's kind of crazy to say Coach David Padgett. I mean, he's almost definitely a father figure to me, more of a role model. It's tough, I mean, it's tough to go through the line and shake his hand for the last time. Him being a head coach or even a coach here, whatever the future holds for him, I mean, got much love for him.
Do you know what your future holds next?
I'm not for sure. I mean, I'm going to take the approach D.A. Dangadale and Donovan Mitchell did last year. They tested the waters and did some workouts and stuff. I'm going to do that this year just to see what I have to work on and how I need to develop as a basketball player this summer.
You had a pretty incredible year. I mean, do you think that you're ready?
Of course, I think I'm ready. Physically, probably not, but mentally, I think I got it pretty squared out.
Yeah, I think we've gone through the worst of it right now, really. So I think that's, yeah, like I said earlier, I don't think any other team's going through what we had to go through this year. So, yeah, I don't think there's anything else that could be worse than. Yeah, I don't think anybody can really understand unless, you're here and you're, going through it with the rest of us. But it's just, just grinding through it. Came here to play basketball. We still got that opportunity. So just playing and making the most out of it.
Have you thought about your future? Do you plan on coming back here a little more?
I haven't thought about that at all. This last few games, just been worried about the NIT, winning games.
I mean, we all feel like we chose this place for a reason, not only the coaches, but the atmosphere, and just to play alongside each other. And that relationship that we made has grown a lot, and I feel like we're brothers now, and there's nothing better than playing alongside your brother. So unless something drastic happens, I don't see why we wouldn't land right back here.
On the subject of the coach, I want to start with David Padgett. I think he deserves all the praise anybody wants to give him this season. He came into a very difficult situation. He handled himself properly. He handled the players well. They all spoke of him with great gratitude. When I asked him about his future, he really didn't have a lot to say about it because he said he hasn't thought about it, and he certainly hasn't spoken to anybody from the university about it, but I want you to hear what he had to say.
I'm not sure I have an answer to that question just yet. It takes a while to decompress after a season. Even as an assistant coach, you realize that you need some time. But I'll just, I don't know what time it is. I'm assuming it's late, but just go home and sit on the couch and probably have a glass of red wine and just think about what the hell I just went through for the last 6 months. So, but it's like I said, I'll only have one. Hopefully, I'm in this profession for a long time, but I'll always only have one first team, and I couldn't have picked a better one. I haven't spoken a word to anybody about it. I haven't thought about it because that wouldn't have been fair to these guys to take away from what we're trying to accomplish. So, I'm sure tomorrow, I guess I got to start giving some thought to that. But we've just been trying to play basketball, and now that it's over, I guess we'll get ready for whatever the next chapter is. No, I've not spoken one word with anybody about the future of this program or myself.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
All right, I've let you hear what the players had to say and what David Padgett had to say. I'll tell you really quick what I had to say. I want to praise the fans of the University of Louisville who came to these NIT games. This was a tournament that a lot of fans weren't interested in, that the players weren't really interested in playing in, and I thought the program and the players both got something from this experience, these 3 games, even though it didn't end well. I thought the fans brought some life back into the program, and these fans that came to those games, you 10,000 or whatever, you're the reason there's a lot of hope for this program moving forward, no matter what the situation is. What do I expect to happen now? I expect pretty quick order, Vince Tyree will be named permanent athletic director at the University of Louisville. I expect in pretty quick order, Jeff Walls will get a contract extension from the University of Louisville to lock him in after the job he has done, not just this year, but in the past several years. And finally, I expect we'll hear a new coach sooner rather than later. They need to hit the ground recruiting. They need to be ready. If this school is going to hire David Padgett, think about it, they'd have hired him back in January when he could start recruiting. Somebody new will be in here. Right now, all indications are from multiple sources that Chris Mack is close to pulling the trigger and joining the University of Louisville as basketball coach. He'd be a great choice. I don't know Coach Mack very well. I know him by his work and by his reputation. He's an incredibly hard worker and incredibly passionate. I know he has a passion for the University of Louisville. He's done a great job at Xavier. He's available now, and I would expect if that's going to be the deal that gets done, it gets done very quickly because he needs to hit the ground running to turn the page for Louisville basketball. So those are the things at this hour that I expect. It's a tough hour. It's been a tough season. I headline my column a hard fall and winter, and that's certainly what it's been. And hopefully there are better times ahead. I know there's some more rough times ahead for this program with NCAA things it's facing, but hopefully, too, there'll be better times ahead as well. So for the last time this season from the KFC Yum Center, it's Eric Crawford signing off on Facebook. You can catch me online, WDRB.com, stories, photo galleries, what have you. And the beat goes on. We'll be up with the University of Louisville basketball team down in Lexington. Here in the next couple days, we'll want to follow that and more. Rick Bozich, Tom Lane are in Atlanta with Kentucky. Lots to follow. Stay with us at WDRB.